this is Izzy. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first time doing a video on a WWE subject. So basically, I just want to make my presence be known for the first time. I just want to talk about what's going on currently, right now in the WWE. There's a lot of guys out there right now, got a lot of content for the YouTube page. They're doing a lot of work, putting a lot of hours, a lot of editing. So bear with me as I go along with the story. Please voice your opinions and your outtakes on it in the comments below. Please be able to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I've been here on the YouTube channel here for about 10 plus years. And first time I said once again before doing the outtake on the WWE. So basically, the title of the video is going to be called "Why Jey Uso Should Not Back to the Bloodline." I know a lot of people have their own opinions about why they should not. Um, they want to actually see him go to the WWE, uh, the Bloodline, basically. So I say reason number one. He always started out being a tag team. Okay, so you know him for being a tag team. He's pretty dominant being a tag team with his brother Jimmy Uso. Last night you actually saw an episode when Jimmy tried to get him back to join the Bloodline again, so he could take on Solo Sikoa / The Rock's Bloodline. But anyways, I think number one is that he'd been a tag team for far too long, and plus it ran its course. He's done everything that he needs to do to prove himself, to be established, to be at the level that he is at right now. Number two, I want to say this as well. Jimmy Uso, if it wasn't for him to actually get the injury, I don't believe that this whole bloodline thing would have been here right now for us to talk about it. So I just want to put that as a sidebar. So number two, for the Jey Uso part, I feel like he shouldn't join the bloodline because it can actually hinder him. It can actually set him backwards. Because I feel like personally, we don't know what Triple H is really thinking. We can have an idea, we can have an assumption. That's why a lot of us make these YouTube videos, giving the spoilers, giving the predictions, looking up different sites and stuff. I don't believe everything the internet tells us as well. There's a lot of guys out here that put out, I'm not going to get into that, about inaccurate information, I would say. But anyways, let's get back to it. I feel like the way he's been booking incredible. I feel like if you elevate yourself and you move up the chains, you move up the ladders, you climb, you work hard. He's been a workhorse. He's been putting in a lot of work. He's just as equal to me as Seth Rollins when it came down to being a workhorse as a professional wrestler. He's been putting in a lot of work. He's been in there for a long time. He's a veteran. He actually been there before Seth Rollins in WWE. Um, I feel like since he won the Intercontinental Championship, that was just no one was really didn't expect that. It was a big whoa, man. That was amazing, and it really was. It was unexpected. They wanted Braun Breaker to keep the title. They wanted Braun Breaker to continue his title reign, and he lost it at Monday night. I understand. So we got to move past that now. I feel like who deserved. The question is now, who deserved that win more? Was it for Braun Breaker or was it for Jey Uso? I feel like that win was more better to fit off of Jey Uso than Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker is not selling merchandise. He's not really getting that. I'm not saying he's not getting pushed, but Jey Uso is getting pushed way more higher than him. A lot of guys don't understand professional wrestling. They say, yeah, well, they're not going to give the title to him because he's already over. Well, not necessarily true. If you look back in the Attitude Era, look back at the classic WWE or F era, you look at professional wrestling in general, a lot of guys that over do get the title. Now, Eddie Guerrero had put they got a video clip out. He's saying that they put the belt on you for, two different reasons. To boost you up, basically, to get you to be to where they want you to go, or you make the title. When you have that title, you make that title be relevant. You make that title have that prestige that it has. European, Intercontinental, Cruiserweight, Women's Championship, Tag Team Championship. They had the WCW Cruiserweight Championships, Cruiserweight Tag Team Championships before in the past. But I think that going back to Jey Uso getting this title is good for him. Um, this is what's going to push him up to possibly become the World Heavyweight Champion or WWE Champion or some type of heavyweight champion in the future in their company. And I feel like he should get it. Now, I feel like Braun Breaker on the other side for the other side of it, for Braun Breaker, it's not going to hurt him. A lot of people say that, and I believe it. It's not going to hurt him. I feel like if they want this guy to be like another Goldberg or someone else, you look at Goldberg's career. He started off from the bottom and he worked his way up to the top. I feel like personally, it's too soon to put the belt on Braun Breaker anyways. I think they should build him up with just a little bit more to get sales, get him merchandise, see if he can sell. If he can sell, get merchandise, he's already a good wrestler. He's already got the wrestling background. He did good at NXT. If he can do good on the main roster, that's completely different from NXT. As you see, the company is kind of divided in a way it is, and a way it's not. So I think that once he get that title, then make it be worthy of him getting the title. Build him up like they did Jey Uso. Can't forget about Jey Uso because fans can be fickle. Yes, fickle. I feel like fans can be fickle because if you look back at the past 4 years, he won the Jey Uso. He won the Andre the Giant Memorial Trophy. He became the right hand man of Roman Reigns in the Bloodline. A lot of people said he was the guy to dethrone Roman Reigns, not Cody Rhodes. It started off with Jay, it ended off with Jay. Go back, listen to that watch the SummerSlam match, Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso, main event last year, 2023. If you listen to Michael Cole, he said in the interview, he said it started off with Jay and it ended off with Jay. And this is the guy they believe that could have dethroned him. That wasn't the case at the time. He failed. He came short. So it took him 6 tries to get there, to be where he's at, to become the Intercontinental Championship. Now, next reason why I feel like he should never go back to the Bloodline again. Uh, Once he got the Intercontinental Championship, let him be able to have a good, lengthy title reign. A lot of fans online saying that this guy shouldn't have the title. He shouldn't keep it. He shouldn't be able to sustain it or whatever. They're saying all these negative things about it. But you forgot all the stuff that he had went through to get to where he's at. Think about it in life for a second. You're in a situation. Everybody's trying to put you down. Someone's trying to say things about you that's bad. Someone trying to say that you're not deserving or worthy or whatever it may be. They're trying to say negative things, project their images on you of how they feel that's in a negative way. So now you're the guy that's saying, no, I believe in myself. I'm going to overcome every obstacle that is put in front of my face, and I'm going to keep fighting because I know that I can be something. I don't want to just be this particular person in that particular situation. So it's the same thing like that. I look at it in that way as well. So now he finally achieved one of his goals. And he said he wanted to be singles champion within this year. And here it is. It came to that point. So let's get to the final piece. Then I have a bonus at the end. And I'm done with this video here. I would say that the last thing is if he shouldn't join the bloodline is because that it could hinder him. I said it earlier, maybe it could hinder him only because if you look at it, Roman Reigns is still the same guy he was before he lost the title. He's just a good guy, but he still have the same personality charts. He still have the same personality characteristics as he had when he was a tribal chief. He's saying no yeet. You seen Jimmy got attacked last week SmackDown by the new bloodline. They took him out because he thought he can do it all by himself. Jimmy came in, helped him out, Bad Blood, and they wanted the match with him and Cody, Roman and Cody. So now, if you look at it, he goes to Monday Night Raw, trying to recruit Jay to come back to the Bloodline. You know it's going to will back to him trying to go back to the Bloodline. But I just feel like at the end of the day, um, if he do go back, I believe it's just going to be all about Roman, and he shouldn't drop the title. That's another thing that's together with that as well. People believe that he should go back, or they want to see him go back. So if he do go back, it can hinder him because he have to drop the title to go back to become a tag team champion again. It doesn't make any sense. Why build a guy up so much and you just demote him again? Say, well, we're just gonna take the title off you. Well, we're gonna put you back in with your brother, and you're gonna sell merchandise, and they're gonna keep this bloodline thing going to the Rock come back. That's another story for another day about his part. But we're gonna do all this here. We're gonna put this all together. We're gonna put you back into the bloodline, and it's gonna make him look like all the work he have done goes back into this thing to make Roman look good again. If you don't believe it, you're gonna see the outcome. It's all about Roman. It always have been about Roman, and always will be about Roman as long as the bloodline is being displayed in front of us all to see. I think that it's kind of a selfish thing, but hey, it is what it is. It's a business at the same time. At the end of the day, it's just a business. Now, the swerve is this is how I see it. This is my take on it. This is the last piece I would say after that. Um, I feel like Roman Reigns can still be the tribal chief. This is one person, how they said they seen it, booked it, and I kind of do agree with this. I'm going to say this real fast. This is how I see it. They can do it this way. Jay Uso goes in, he helps the bloodline. They get their win, they get their W. They can get Sami Zayn, they can get the original bloodline. If they saying that they want to get Solo Sikoa to join back in there again after they kick him out because he lost so many matches, which I don't see him as being a tribal chief. We all know that he's not. I think that Jay Uso should go in there and squash the beef with those guys, do this last match, win this match, and then he moves forward, and then he goes back to Monday Night Raw after he heals his relationship, his bad relationships with his family. Squash that, move forward, go back to Monday Night Raw, and continue being the Intercontinental Champion. And him and Sami Zayn as well together. And that's the end of it, how I see it should go. Or once he wins back this Ulafala, this is you see with the name they wear around the neck, Roman Reigns get that back, and he gives it to Jay Uso at the end and said that he is the real tribal chief. I think that would be an epic way to close it out and then move forward from the bloodline, end it off, and let the guys go about their ways on both sides, become stars that they can become in that company and succeed and to be the best that they can be, and let Roman Reigns become Roman Reigns again, not the tribal chief, and then let him face The Rock in the near future whenever he decides to come back for Mania 41 or Mania 42. That's the way I see it. That's if he decides to go back, and or if they do put him back in there. That's how I see it. Also, it could go that way as well. But there you go. I just gave you my projection, my take on why it shouldn't be. But at the end, I had a bonus of if he did go and if he did join, that's how I see it should be played out for him. I think that Jay Uso deserves a lot more better. I think he should be a lot treated with a lot more respect, and they should book him the correct way more. And and if he does lose it, the Intercontinental Championship before the Survivor Series match, at least let him win the Royal Rumble and go for the World Championship at the main event at Mania 41 next year, January 1st, right in Minneapolis for the Royal Rumble. All right. Thanks. Peace. And I'm out.